Well, good morning, beloveds. This morning, my title, Our Spiritual Structure. The title just, as it always does, comes through me. And many times I wonder about, what has that been designed to be spoken, to be known, first with me, and then to share with others. So I'm blessed today to share sacred time with you. And today I'm inviting you into a greater realization of the love of the divine, the love of God as you. Oliver Wendell Holmes told us, and I quote, "Love is the master key that opens the gates of happiness," end quote. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, defines love as the self-givingness of the spirit through the desire to express itself in terms of creation. So my lesson title, Our Spiritual Structure. My intention is to offer some insights on building a life, building your life, building my life in a greater way from a love perspective. You may be asking yourself, what's love got to do with it? Well, what I know about love, it has everything to do with it. Everything. Many of you know that I branded myself as the Wonder Man, because I'm a person who wonders about life. I always have. I'm one of those why guys that drove my parents absolutely crazy. Why this? Why that? And my favorite, why not? Why not? I'm like a dog with a tasty bone, and I don't give it up easily. So my wonder stimulus today, what has triggered more of it, to be able to open up with more of me and processing, is Neil Donald Walsh's book, our book of the month, The Essential Path. Where are we? There we go. I think you can see that. There we go. On the front cover, it says, which was a carrot to get me into the bone, if you will, making the daring decisions to be who you really are. Making those daring decisions to really find out, discover, uncover, and share who you really are. And out of that, I began asking myself such questions such as, and you may want to jot down some answers or reply on Zoom, those of you who are linked in to be able to respond. The first question was, how did I get to here? How did I get to right here? And the second question I found myself wondering about, why am I here? What is my role or purpose from here to there? What is my life to look like and feel like from here forward? All three of these are aspects that contribute not only to me, but I believe to all of our spiritual structuring, and thereby create our path forward spiritually through our intentions. We emphasize the strength of an honest intention. Because all of our intentions have manifest right here through all of our previous experience. You might say, we're living the dream, one of our own creation. Is yours a dream? All the hows and whys of our lives have accumulated to here and now as you and me. It's all our stuff that has built our current structure. All of our previous stuff, experience, all of it, from birth to now. Well, let's take a look at the word structure. This dog likes to know about words too. And structure is defined as the action of building something. But I found this particularly interesting. On the molecular level, structure is defined as the arrangement of particles or parts in a substance or body. So it's our physiological, our structural, every cell, every fiber, every bit of energy is an arrangement of these particles as part of our structure. And through the action, I believe, set in motion through our mind, through intention, as an experience, emotion, and belief, we have paved our way into our own individual lives. And like the yellow brick road that Dorothy traveled in The Wizard of Oz, we too have encounters with the inner child, that of our soul. We have the fears and the dreams and the challenges and the failures and the victories, part of our human conditioning. So as we realize that our human experience is a bunch of smoke and illusion, like the Wizard of Oz, pushing buttons, pulling levers, and steaming things up, we come to know that love and courage and intelligence have always been and are here now within us. It's our home. It's that God within. We've always had the power of within to create, to pave, to outpicture our lives. Neil Donald Walsh, in the chapter The Idea, writes, our ideas about God could include these, and there are 9. I won't share all 9. I've chosen 2. The first one is, God is the essential essence in all creation, which could be called the stem cell of the universe. That is, the undifferentiated, pure, and essential energy that is the source of all creation, all wisdom, of all understanding, all intelligence, and of all love, and that may shape and form itself into countless and limitless physical or metaphysical manifestations, including every sentient being in the cosmos, which is you and I. And the second one is, in God we find the perfect freedom to create what is our will to create. And in God, which is in love, we can experience a personal relationship of oneness and unity singularity of purpose, desire, and intention, end quote. Each of us has been given the master key of love. But how often do we use it? How often do we just give it lip service? Do we use it with a clear intention, a divine purpose, a sense of connectedness, of unity? I don't do it all the time. But what I do know and recognize is that when I'm not coming from a pure sense of love, I say, start over, Michael. Do this from love. Earlier, I shared that how, the why, and the what. How did I get to here? Why am I here? What do I want my future life to look and be for me? Well, all three of these questions hit me, as the old saying goes, like a ton of bricks. And that ton of bricks hit me in 2013. Up until then, I would have termed my life as charmed. It was smooth and easy. My 44-year career in hairdressing was creative, social, and monetarily quite abundant. Thank you so much. I had achieved ordained pastor recognition, sharing the leadership position with Reverend Louis Gates at the center we chartered in 2008, right here in Chico, Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Chico. I was also sharing 42 plus years of love with Louis. Life was real good, real comfortable, real safe. The ton of bricks hit on October 19, 2013, the day Louis made his transition. The feelings were intense. I was stunned, shocked, sad, with often spontaneous outbursts of emotional grieving. And looking back right now, I sensed a part of me had died on that day. We loved deeply, shared life equally, and often had parallel paths, as you may have noticed. How could this be? I asked. What is to be my future? Well, the answer came through the Centers for Spiritual Living. That was the answer. This teaching, this community, this love, this support. And I was encouraged, and I applied and was accepted into a week-long ongoing ministers conference in July of the next year, 2014, where 45 Centers for Spiritual Living ministers gathered, accepted from all over the world. Some brand new, some licensed over 40 years, and me, a 12-year-old. I felt like I was on that yellow brick road, uncertain, afraid, yet afraid to admit I was afraid. Well, during that week, the three facilitators opened my heart, dug into my emotions, and uncovered me. It was quite the process. The process was loved, anointed, supported, encouraged at every turn. And yet at the same time, in that loving encouragement, there was an uprooting of emotions and feelings and what I uncovered for me was that since birth, I had been never alone. I had always been with others. It was a we factor, W-E. We as my birth family. We as a group of hairdressers. We as a group of ministers. We in a relationship for 42 years. I was in a we up until the age of 62. We. Well, one of the facilitators pulled me aside the last day of the week, and his wisdom was this: Michael, it's time for you to show up in life as I, Michael. And that was a profound moment of awareness for me, to be authentically I. It wasn't easy. It didn't happen that day. It's still happening. And so I was charged as I, Michael, to realize my purpose on that last day. Not a what, not a who, not a how, but a why. Why am I here? What is mine to do? Why do I do everything? What is back of everything? And this is what came through me. Some of you know this, but it's important today to repeat. Because when I repeat it, the truth of me, it helps not only me, but the larger we. Why am I here? I'm here to serve as a joy-filled voice of love and compassion. That is my purpose. This is why I'm here. I share this deeply personal and emotional experience to remind you, and to remind me, of course, as well, that we each have our long list of hows and whats, and also our buts. But what about this? But what about that? We get caught up in the confusion of the human mind. But the why is a real clear, intentional opening. So my bit of wisdom that I know is butt out of the hows and the whats and uncover the why of you. Clear the path for another something good. I am so grateful for the good life I had known up and through 2013. I know what all of that felt like. I know all of the wonderful aspects and qualities, and including the nudges from Louis. Those are good in retrospect, because they encourage me to grow. And then once I had grown through the years, there was praise. Not in a judgmental way, but there was praise. I had been equipped to harvest all that good for my future, because I knew what good felt like. And so I created intentions for my future, beginning in 2014. And in 2016, I had completed, as best I could, at that time, what I refer to as the list. It is the best qualities of what had come before, with several additions to that list of what I wanted in the future from a person, from a special partner. And I added several more because I'd uncovered my why. My why. And I even began declaring to the universe and anyone else who would listen, you know, I'm dating. And they would ask, who? Who is it? And I would say, I don't know yet, but that's my intention. I had my list. I had my affirmations. I had my statement of truth. I am. I am. Not I will be, or I hope to, or wish, but I am. Because an affirmation always begins with, I am. I even been, and I would, my essential path called love had been paved for the next good part of my life. And I kept saying, like that dog with the bone, I am dating. I am dating. And in perfect time and perfect space, the perfect person named James arrived into my heart. I am so blessed, and life is so good. Our spiritual structure is engineered by Spirit, God, infinite intelligence. And the perfect time and person named James, I guess you'd say, hit my heart like a ton of bricks, because it was so powerful before I even knew what was, it was just, it was very, very strong. So, beloveds, I'm here to share with you that this teaching, this understanding, this science of mind is a powerful tool for life. Embrace this idea. It's based on love. Everything is based on love and wholeness and unity, as the Dalai Lama said. And we are called at this time, each time, with every thought, every action, every part of our life, to design the kind of life according to our own individual uniqueness. I don't want to be like anyone else. Comparison didn't get me anywhere. Being who I am and being the I am on purpose is peaceful, is loving, and is the truth. So design in love. You hold the key. Unlock your why and realize the beauty the bounty, and the joy that you are. And remember, you are a light in this world. Namaste. And so it is.